We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
What's good, everyone? It's your boy Jakari from Twisted Anime Gaming, and I'm back at you with another blast from the past, reviewing old videos. What can I say about this one? This was a video for a deck profile that, yes, it's a zombie deck. I was not expecting this particular profile to actually even break 100 views. I wasn't expecting the tutorial for this video, for this profile that I did. I think I did like a week or two later because we were just running off. We were recording videos back to back to back to back to back. I think I had a backlog of like 20 videos at this point. And this was just going in between videos going up immediately after something came out supporting a deck that I was already working on, or set releases and things along that nature. But this is the Mayakashi deck profile. This is the FTK one. I'm not gonna do one of these for the combo tutorial because, wow. Just no. Absolutely not. But let's go ahead and get into this one. Alright, once again, we are back. This is Twisted Nightmare Gaming. This is Nightmare. We got Twisted on the camera.
Hey guys, I'm back. Finally.
Took long goddamn enough. We've both been busy, like we've said before. It's just...
I had a lot more life going on than I
we both have a lot of life, but his life has been very hectic, and, it's just trying to meet up again, scheduling differences and shit. But, anyways...
Plus, I've been kind of heavy in the Vanguard scene. We'll get back to that. We'll get onto that later.
Yeah, we got those coming up sometime next month, especially. He's working on some jank right now, some very meta jank for Vanguard.
Max rarity. Not even gonna lie.
Yeah. He's officially joined the eclipsed the rarity whore ranks, and he's now a rarity overlord like me. So.
Well, I've been there. I just don't want to spend the extra $650 on my Evoke deck to double the value of it.
Yeah, but some of the stuff looks better in the rarities that we have it too. But that's neither here nor there because we don't want to go into that deck just yet.
I do have a new Invoke deck coming. It's really crazy.
Let's just say it's going to be really funny. And it involves some kids.
That like to prank people.
And it's in its own little twisted way, and it's very funny, and the hands are very busted. And being Ash...
We built it in 30 minutes.
30? It was a little bit less than that, my man. It was a little bit less. We were hand testing in 30. We were done with it in 15, actually.
I shouldn't build decks, ever. Let's just leave it at
that. Alright, so today we have the... I have the Mayakashi deck from Hidden Summoners, but it's a specific build that most people probably have seen if you haven't been living under a goddamn rock for the last 3, 4, 5 months since the cards have been released. Yes, I built an FTK deck, okay?
Unintentionally, but at the same time intentionally.
Yeah, pretty much. So
Konami,
I have absolutely no regrets building the FTK version of this deck. I got to use one of my favorite cards in this deck. That's also a zombie. And it's also a throwback. And you'll see it coming up as soon as we get start actually doing the profile.
It's Konami's fault.
Yeah, and if one of the cards in this deck gets banned because of Konami's oversight, I'm going to royally rampage and riot, because that card is like 15 years old. So, but anyway, so I'm gonna actually explain some of the most of the Mayakashi cards, because the rest of the deck is pretty cut and dry. So first off, we start off with 3 Daki, beautiful Mayakashi. Our primary, I could have stayed in the shot. I don't care. Most of them, actually all of them, actually have the effect of you can only control one of them per turn at any given time. This Daki's effect is when a Mayakashi monster is special summoned from the extra deck and she's in the graveyard, special summon her from the graveyard. So you can see where this is going. It literally allows you to synchro and link spam with her, but you can only special summon Mayakashi monsters for the remainder of the turn, which is absolutely no problem, seeing as how the main part of the stuff that you special summon in this deck is Mayakashis in the first place. The next card is Triple Hajun. His main effect, of course, is you can only control one of him, but when he's normal or special summoned, you can search your deck for a Mayakashi and special that to the field. So normally with Hajun, you're gonna normal him or special him, and special Daki. Oh, the other thing about Daki is her effect is not once per turn, but all of the non-tuner Mayakashi monsters are once per turn. So Hajun's effect can only be activated once per turn. He also locks you in the specialing Mayakashis. 3 Shafu. Actually, no. Yeah, no. I had 3. Where's the third? Third went away somewhere. Actually, no. Actually, it was only running 2.
I think there was only 2 in there in the first
Yeah, I was only running 2. Alright. So,
you're taking the extra deck.
2 Shifu, and Shifu's effect is when he's normal summon or special summon, you can target one Mayakashi in your graveyard except it, and special summon it in defense position, but if its effect is negated, it's a once per turn effect, and it locks you into Mayakashis as well.
I might, and this is a loose might, I might revisit this deck in the non-FTK variant, because cards came out in Magnificent Mavens last year that can be played in this for it. They're Link 3 primarily, but I haven't actually done a profile on that one in a while, so I might actually revisit this deck.
And then the last Mayakashi monster I run is Tsuchikage. It is a level 2 zombie tuner. I can only control 1. If a Mayakashi monster is in my possession except for itself, it's destroyed by battle. While this card is in my graveyard, I can special summon this. But then again, I can only special summon Mayakashis. That's actually it for all the Mayakashis that I run in the deck. Everything in this deck is still zombies after that, because as you know,
Go figure.
I primarily build zombie decks. I mean, most of the decks that I've built, besides the Altergeist, the Counter Fairies, and the 2 Gravekeeper decks, everything else that I've done is zombies. So you pretty much will know me as the zombie guy in the group on the channel. So, 2 Ash, my fault, 2 Ghosts. My Ashes are in another deck. I just don't feel like getting them. But I probably would be making this a 44 card deck and running the 2 Ashes that I run. But right now, just the 2 Bells. That's perfectly fine. Triple Mizuki. It's Mizuki doing Mizuki things because it's Mizuki, goddammit. 3 Solitaire. Everybody knows what Solitaire does.
That is the first thing I'm taking out of this damn deck.
It's long fire for zombies. triple Unizombie. We already know what Unizombie does. But here's the part that makes it funny, is I don't really need Unizombie in this deck. He's here if I don't really get anything else, because...
There's kind of an extender.
Not even. I can use him to special the Mayakashi zombies. The Mayakashi Synchro monsters, too. It's just, you kind of don't want to special him, because then if you special him, I can't use the Mayakashi, the rest of the Mayakashi stuff. So it's either or. But he's there if I need for him to take a blow. But then we have the last monster in this deck, is pretty much the reason why this FTK exists. Triple Soul Roaring Bone Tower. Long story short, Bone Tower says, as long as it is on the field, as long as there's another zombie on the field, it can't be destroyed by battle. If a zombie monster whenever a zombie monster is special summoned, doesn't matter if it's you or your opponent doing the special summoning, your opponent sends the top 2 cards of the deck to the grave. So basically, the long story, to make the long story short, is you really only need 1 tower, and to start off, Daki and Haju. And then I'll explain basically the main combo in just a minute, but I just wanted to show that part real quick. But that is it for the monsters. It's 24, I believe. And then the spells are cut and dry. Triple Book of Life, because it's a zombie deck, and you know, that's going to be there. It's always going to be in there. 1 Burial. Got that nice ultra rare Burial. I actually happen to really like getting that one for dirt cheap, and now it's almost tripled in price. 1 Call of the Mummy, to special the zombie from my hand if I have no monsters on field. A card that should have never came off the ban list, Card Destruction.
I'll show you why on that reason later.
1 Foolish. Triple Hand Destruction. And 1 more piece of new Mayakashi stuff. Mayakashi Return, which allows me to take 1 Mayakashi monster card from my deck and either add it to my hand or send it to the graveyard. I can only activate 1 of these per turn. The hand destruction and the card destruction primarily is to either dump the Shafus or to dump the Mizukis out of my hand. So I can do either anything but it. So I can do any of the monsters, and if I was running the trap, I could run I could grab the trap or just pitch it to the grave. Monster Reborn, self-explanatory. 1 day apiece. Again, self-explanatory. I'm trying to go through my deck, but make you go through yours a lot quicker. Ageki, if I just so happen not to go first. Upstart, and 2 World Legacy Succession. Alright. That's actually it for the entire deck, for the main deck. The extra deck, I will explain as thoroughly as I can. So we run 2 Oboro Aguma. We wield Mayakashi. Level 3 Synchro. It requires 1 tuner and 1 or more non-tuner monsters. So as I said, Daki and Hajun. He's the low end of the totem pole. 800 attack, 2100 defense. I can only control 1 of these I can only use each of his effects once per turn, and that's it. If a synchro summon monster in my possession whose level is 5 or higher is destroyed by battle and card effect or opponent's card effect while this is in the graveyard, I can banish 1 other zombie monster in my grave and then special this. If this card is special summoned, I can activate the effect of my monsters can't be destroyed by battle for that during that time frame. But he's, like I said, he's your low end. So you're normally going to go into him with Daki and Hajun. And we go to the 5. All of these are going to be odd level synchros. So triple, and it's going to be weird for me to say some of these names. It's Tsuchigumo, the poisonous Mayakashi, 2000 attack, 1800 defense. Again, you can only activate his 2 effects once each per turn. Also, 1 tuner, one or more non-tuner monsters. If a synchro monster's original level is 7 or higher, is destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect while this is in the grave, banish 1, special this. If this is special summon, I can have both players send the top 3 cards from the deck to the grave. So he adds to the whole milling and deck out aspect of the deck. So from the 5, we go to the 7, and we run triple. Let's see. Tengu, the winged Mayakashi, 7-star wing synchro zombie. So we hit almost every element in here except for, I believe, light. Actually, yeah, I think we hit everything but light in this deck. I think we might actually hit light too. No. But if this its effect is if a level 9 or higher original zombie monster is destroyed by battle card opponent's card effect, this is in the graveyard, banish 1 zombie, special this. If this is special, destroy spell or trap. So if it hits the field, it's MST. And then we have 2 of the level 9, which is Yoko, the graceful Mayakashi. And it's a 2924 fire. If a zombie monster on the field, it's if a zombie synchro monster whose original level is 11 or higher, banish 1 and special this. If this is special, destroy a monster. And then we have the 11. 11 his name is Gasha Dokoru. God, the skeletal Mayakashi. His effects are: if a link monster in your possession is destroyed by opponent's battle or card effect, banish a zombie, special this. If this is special from the grave, this turn, this face-up card is unaffected by card effects. So he's basically the only one who gives himself any sort of protection. And then the last extra deck is 2 Yoko Onna, the Ice Mayakashi, and her effects are you can only control 1. While this points to a synchro monster, your opponent can't target this card for attacks. If a synchro monster in your possession is destroyed by battle or opponent's card effect while this is on the field, you can target 1 face-up monster on the field. Its attack and defense become half until the end of the...
Sorry, folks, I really don't have much to say here. I was just letting the video play out because the explanation was kind of needed, because most people don't know what the hell the Mayakashis or Mayakashis actually fucking do. So I was just letting it roll. Plus, I was sitting there talking to my son, because he's asking me, do I have certain cards right now? It's kind of funny. I just hit him with the better question is not, do I have them? Do I have them to spare?
Turn, and of course you can only activate the effect once per turn. So the main combo for this deck is you start with let's see, where is it? Call of the Mummy, Special Bone Tower, Normal Hajun, Special Daki. His effect kicks mill 2. Synchro for 3. For level 3. Makes you mill 2. because you special the zombie. Daki's effect activates, specials are from the grave. Its effect kicks again, makes you mill 2. Then you go into the 5. And then Bone Tower's effect kicks again, makes you mill 2 again. And then Daki's effect kicks again, makes you mill another 2. Then you synchro into the 7. His effect, Bone Tower's effect kicks again. You mill 2. Daki comes back from the grave again, makes you mill 2. Synchro into the 9. And then the 11, and then into the Link monster. And then if you're able to, and then when you link into her, Daki still comes back because she's still a Mayakashi monster that you're selling from the extra deck. If you have any of your play extenders like your World Legacy Succession or Book of Life or even Monster Reborn, you are good to go with continuing starting this process all over again. Because you can literally just bring back Hajun again and go 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. And by that point, you've probably milled out your opponent's entire deck. Because if you do that properly on the first go round, that's more than 20 cards. The second time around, that's the rest of their deck. Because they probably already, if you include the 5 cards that they had in their hand from the initial start of the game, they're already down 35 if they've got an exact 40 card deck. So this deck is meant to deck out. It really, if the strategy gets stopped early, the only main way you can really get stopped in it is if you stop Hajun's effect to start off, or if you call if I go first, Caught by the Grave ain't gonna do anything. But you actually can't bell. If I'm not mistaken, you can't bell Daki's effect because I still specialed one, so I can still bring it back if I have any other means of doing it, and then just keep going from there. You have to prevent me from either bringing out Daki from the deck or this or Soul Absorbing Bone Tower for being in the field. If you get rid of him, then this whole thing dies.
You gotta play a card that nobody wants, DD Crow.
That would get rid of the Daki, correct. That'd be the easiest way to do all of this.
I think it's really the only way. But you won Bell, so...
Correct.
I just realized that I kind of did a short form version of the FTK in this one, where we turned around and actually did the full version, broke it down step by step from start to finish. So yeah, there's only about a minute, a little under 2 minutes left in the video. I'm actually stopping here. But folks, again, like I said, I'm enjoying going back and watching some of these. I enjoyed doing this deck. I may actually revisit it because new stuff came out for it over the last couple of years, and I never actually updated the deck because I never had time to. So I may actually do that at some point this year. But folks, as always, it's your boy Jakari from Twisted Memory Gaming. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to check out the videos on both our channel and LNN, the Lunar Nightmare Network. The links will be in the description. Catch you guys on the next one. See ya.